What's up, everyone? It's Tyros and Tom here doing another coach's interview. I love the way the first three came out, and I think we got a great one coming up for you right now. And we got Jade on, the coach of the Canberra Charmanders. He's down under. And Jade, how about you introduce yourself to the league? Tell us a little bit about your Pokemon history, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi guys. So Jade, obviously. First off, thanks Tom Tyros, mate. So obviously in Australia, Pokemon wise, started playing from day one, I guess. VGC wise, I'm pretty new. I only just started in Sword and Shield as well. I started doing well, I guess, when I went to like a Gins tournament, and I got second in that. And then other accomplishments in the PC2, I finished just shy of top 250 in the whole world. So I was fucking cheering about that one. Oh,
Let's
sorry.
fucking go! That's amazing.
Yeah. So I think it was like 254 maybe.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I was cheering about that. I've started dabbling into singles as well. So shout out to Jolt. Jolt got me some single leagues, and I've done pretty well in them as well. I've won two leagues at the moment, and doing well in others as well. So pumped about that. And about me, I'm a father of two. I've got a 6-week-old at the moment, and a
Congrats.
almost 3 now. Thank you, boys.
Amazing.
And a missus I've been with for 7 or 8 years now. So yeah, cheering, man.
That's right.
That's awesome. It's awesome. I didn't know about that for that tournament. I've done a couple of gins too. Those are fun.
Yeah. So yeah, the first one I entered in gins, I got second. Got my ass whooped by a few people, but somehow managed to get to the final. So
Nice.
cheering about that. Yeah.
So going
The Gin
looking.
Cups are too.
Go ahead, Tom.
No, I was gonna say the Gin Cups are fun too. Like I like that he hosts those tournaments. Shout out Jin Fury if you don't know who he is. He's awesome. That's how a lot of the people in the league met. I noticed through like
Yeah.
watching Jin together. I think so. That's awesome. So without him, I don't think the league would be as good or with the same people as it is. So I appreciate him for building the community he built, so that the community Dehaney
That
and
we've
Fox
got.
built,
Yeah.
yeah, been able to grow the way it has. So yeah, that's sorry, Tyros. I'm just rambling.
Oh, you're good. You're good. So what type of strats did you use for the draft Conan this time? I know uh, we talked a little bit about Dragapult and how you had like a love hate, but want to try something different.
Yeah. So obviously I got third spot, and in the first 2 seasons, Dragapult fell to me, and I think it was like 9th and 7th, which is baffling to me because Dragapult's 100% a top 3 pick.
Yeah.
And so I was super chuffed that Alpaca, who was second pick, got it before me. But my theory or my plan was I need something versatile, because obviously top 3, you pick your third pick, and then you don't get another pick for what is it, like 18 picks.
Yeah.
So you need something that can fit well anywhere. And so I was tossing and turning between Whimsicott and Grimmsnarl. The thing that really, really sold me on Whimsicott was obviously Tailwind, and you got the ability with Fake Tears, and you've also got Trick Room, Encore, Taunt. It's probably the best support mon in the format. Grimmsnarl, like Grimmsnarl's super good as well. Like it's so tough between those two. But just the fact that I think Whimsicott's, it's a bit easier to pair with something. Like I end up
I
getting
agree.
Charizard. You get Tailwind, Fake Tears, Sunny Day, where with Grimmsnarl it's T-Wave, which can miss. It doesn't help the whole team. You've got obviously Fake Tears that helps out, but
Everyone,
Yeah,
any special attacker it
yeah,
helps out. It's amazing.
yeah,
That's what I was gonna say too. Like, I recently used a Series 18 with Whimsicott as support, and I didn't realize like every single battle I led Whimsicott support. I was like, now every team building I'm doing recently, I'm like, wow, I need to start with who would fit well here? Whimsicott. I think it's just
yeah,
such a versatile Pokemon. You could fit into any team composition, and you getting it at 3 really allowed you to build around it. And it's just
yeah,
like so
100%.
in your roster. Sorry,
Yeah, so
I'm ranting.
no, and then obviously, I just try to build around that. Um, so you look at like the weaknesses of certain Pokemon and the strengths and things like that, and yeah, that was my plan.
That leads me to my next question, actually, almost perfectly. So we talked about your strategies going into the draft, and you talked about the Dragapult Whimsicott conundrum, like how you would like Dragapult needs to be picked at 7 and
Yeah.
9 if it's still there. So what else specifically did work out, and was there anything that did not work out going into the draft this year?
Um, yeah, like I said, the only thing I thought about, like, it's obviously the fourth overall I've done, but the third one I've done for this league. And I think the issue I had in the first couple, or not really, in the season one I did really well, but season two I didn't do too great, and I didn't get any of the higher base stats mons like the legendaries. That really help out a team. Um, and I took like a couple of lower tier mons, so I really wanted to make sure I got synergy and some higher base mons. Like I think I've got Gudra, who is I can't remember if I think it's a tier A.
Yeah, it's tier A, and I believe it's a pseudo legendary Pokemon. So all the
Yeah,
pseudo legendaries have a higher base stat total. So I love that you were thinking about that going into your draft. I see Terrakion's the legendary. So it
yeah.
as well is one of those Pokemon with a higher base stat total. That is such a cool thought going into the draft. I'd love to hear it. You're the first person that mentioned that too.
Yeah, so I think you give credit to Fox. He when I talked to him pre-draft, he's the one that said, you got to get those legendaries, and then I look back on my season two team, and I literally had Dragapult who had decent base stats.
Well,
Other
that
than that, it
142
was
speed is nothing. That
yeah,
142 speed is just crazy in this format. But yeah, other
yeah.
than that, I agree.
So yeah, and like I said, and then I really wanted to make sure like Fox is doing fantastic, and he's only got the two S tier mons where I'm probably not as good as a battler as him or as a team builder as him. So I really try to capitalize on my A tier mons. And then you've got, like I said, the defensive mons that I've got there as well in Umbreon, like super defensive. You got Gudra, super, especially defensive Torkoal, physically defensive Sizzle, only weak to fire, and I've got two of the best fire types in the format. So
Yeah, you do. Oh, hell yeah, you do.
yeah, that was pretty much like my plan there, and build around it. And yeah, like I said, I haven't made any free action shade because I feel like the team's like pretty solid.
Yeah, I completely agree. I really like the overall synergy that you have. I didn't really like the Seismitoad pick at first, and then I actually helped a couple people prep against, like I helped Behani a little bit prep against you,
Yeah,
and I actually brought Seismitoad to that match to practice, and I thought overall it actually like rounds it out pretty nice. Um, is there anything uh, that really like came together that you were surprised that is working out for you with all these guys together, or um, has like come off the board and said like, oh, I didn't know if this would be a good pick or not, but it turned out to be do really well, or the complete opposite, something that you thought would be really good. And
yeah. So I in another league, I got absolutely mollywopped by Seismitoad, and that was the main reason as to why I picked it. And during the draft, I think a lot of people thought it was a bit early. But again, with the synergy of the team, it it works okay. Like it's a bit strange having a Swift Swim user with 2 fire type users, like 2 Sun abusers in Torkoal and Charizard. But when you go that Seismitoad's only weakness is grass, and then I've got a Sizzle who 4 times resists it, and like a Sun team there in Charizard and Torkoal that just bop any grass type around. It just, to me, it felt like you have to make a conscious decision. Am I going to bring a grass type against a Sun team, or am I going to chuck a coverage move for grass type on it, or am I just going to ignore the Seismitoad and hope that I bring it? So it was a bit of strategy on that front.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to plan
I
for it,
love
because
it.
if you don't, it can just stomp you. So that's super cool.
Yeah, after I just had the match with Fox, and Fox's response is Seismitoad was an issue. So that felt good. And like I said, you don't know if it's physical or special. You don't know if it's water absorb or Swift Swim. So yeah, it's a slept on one, I think, anyways.
Dude, for real, for real. Like, there's so many Pokemon that have such a good ability or 2 good abilities that just can't be used in the usual game because you'll get shut down by Rillaboom immediately. When
Yeah, 100%.
not everyone has a Rillaboom, it allows some of these Pokemon to shine. And finding one of those Pokemon that you're like, wait a second, this is one of the most slept on Pokemon in this format right now. I'm going to take advantage of it. Is awesome. And it sucks that you got mollywopped by it, though. I love the term mollywop, though.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna skip question 5 we sent you because it's talk about the trades. I love. Actually, can you talk about why you haven't
Yeah,
made any trades? Like, I built my roster great, and then after you answer that, I'm gonna go ask you another one.
yeah. So, again, the thing I'm really struggling with is actually Charizard, and after every match that I talk to people about, it's so hard to build for Charizard against Charizard. It's every time you play someone, they've at least got 2 rock moves on something. A
Yep.
Cobra Berry to resist a fine. I'm saying Charizard, but the hardest thing I found is to bring Torkoal. I don't know. It's just base 100 in Draft League. It's tough, I think, because if I lead Charizard and Torkoal, so many things outspeed it that have Rock Slide. You just max Rock Move, boom. It kind of forces me to have a Charty Berry.
Yep.
Which,
Yeah.
again, I don't particularly want to continuously run that. So for me, the hardest thing at the moment is to bring Torkoal. So I've looked at a few swaps for Torkoal. And who was it? Someone dropped Togekiss. Oh, when someone dropped Togekiss.
Yeah, it was not on the wire for very long. I didn't even see it when
Yeah.
it got dropped. Otherwise, it probably would have pounced. But
Yeah.
that was a crazy drop.
Female.
Pardon?
No, that's what I did with Indeedee Female. I was like, oh shit, this is one of the Pokemon that I wanted pre-draft. Now it's available post-draft. I let it on the board for 3 hours. I think I was up at 6:30. I was doing calcs. I was like, do I like my roster with it, without it? So there's some Pokemon that when they get dropped, you gotta pounce on them because someone else will. And that's what happened
Yeah.
with you and Togekiss.
Yeah, so I was thinking about dropping Terrakion, picking up Togekiss, and then dropping Sizzle for Cobalion. So it still gives me
Oh
the
wow.
Steel type, it gives me the Fighting type, it still gives me the beat up option, but I've also got a bloody Togekiss there. Like it's near impossible to prep against a Crit Kiss. Like
Yeah.
it's so fat and bulky in a Dynamax format. You just max Airstream, and then you Gucci. Like crazy that someone dropped it.
Yeah, I love the weakness policy Togekiss I saw. I think it was actually against Arceus, Arceus was the one that dropped it, right?
Yeah, I think he might have been him.
We'll go check it out right now. But that's crazy, man. You know what? I'm gonna just go into the next question too, because question 6 is you already talked about which. Actually, I think Torkoal is probably the answer to this one. Which Pokemon has surprised you the most, good or bad? But is there a Pokemon that has surprised you in a good way so far?
Obviously, like Guja's bulk surprised me.
Yeah.
Actually, Tangrowth. Like,
Nice.
did did I don't know if you guys watched the most recent match, but I don't know what Fox's spread was, but I assume it was pretty. He normally runs 252, but it took a dual wing beat from the Dragonite. I don't think I was max defense or whatever, but that's a super effective attack from a Dragonite. I think it's like base 130, 140 or something like that.
Yeah.
Attack.
Stab too.
Yeah, stab. And it just it it took I think it took about 55% from a +1 Dragonite dual wing beat. Like obviously each hit, which is crazy good for me. And the fact that it gets like knockoff to scout items as well, and the rage powder, it's good. And like I said, it's so physically bulky, and then you pair that with Gudra, that is especially bulky, and then you've got Umbreon that's just bulk. So it's
You got the
yeah.
bulkiest team.
Yeah,
I
I
loved
don't want to
using
say that,
Gudra
but yeah.
last year.
Pardon
I
me?
used it. I loved using Gudra last year. I actually used it as a support for Incineroar, and I put Bulldoze on Gudra, and then I had the Assault Vest on it too. So it was just a fucking tank. And I
Yeah.
had like Power Whip and Bulldoze, Draco Meteor, just a weird ass move set to support Incineroar. And then dude, it was a lot of fun though. And it could take a fucking punch. Sorry about cursing, but yeah, it could take a real good hit, man. It's
Yeah.
awesome. It's so much fun. And I love your team right now. The Tangrowth, I can't believe, like, I got to do some damage calcs for that thing now. Because the Rage Powder is awesome. Butterfree has that too on my team. And I'm a big fan of the
Yeah.
move Rage Powder. Because it forces your
Um,
opponent to think,
yeah, we
oh, do
saw
I got
like
to put safety
yeah,
goggles?
Fox. Yeah, Fox rang his Dragonite with safety goggles, um, just so that he could get the max rockfall off against the Charizard. I believe that's what his theory was. Um, yeah, so that way he could Dynamax his Dragonite, not get it put to sleep, and max rock for Charizard if Charizard and Tangrowth out on the field. So
I love it. And that Tangrowth with the sleep powder too. I love that too.
yeah, yeah, like its coverage moves aren't great, but knock off Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb. That's all you need from it.
Yeah. So now you're 4-2. Those are two huge wins this week against the Hanny and Fox. Those are
Yeah,
awesome. Great
yeah. So
sets.
I think you take into the fact as well. Like I don't want to float my own boat, but I got a win over Alpaca as well.
Yep.
Who we've seen in last season was a cracker of a battle. I think he almost got top 2 last season. And I think Yama is it pronounced Yama?
Yep.
He's cleaning house lately as well. So yeah, and the
And he
people I've
kicked
lost
my
to
ass.
and the people I've lost to are Pops, who is 5-1. Shout out to Pops, doing cracker of a job as well. And Jolt, who I think I told Tyros that he's the most improved player in the league. You're really putting some respect to his name on that front. So yeah, I'm cheering about 4-2.
Yeah, I think you're.
Dude,
I
the
think
West
that's.
is so tough.
I think that just puts you in such a good spot for the playoffs coming up. And yeah, I agree, Tom. The West is super tight right now with those. But I think you were mentioning us, Jade, that or
Yeah,
on the regular Discord that if certain teams win this week, you could have a huge tie or clump up at 4-2 and 3-3. So it'd be super
yeah.
interesting.
So potentially, I think I worked out if say Snom wins, there's 2 people in the West who 5-1. and I think 6 people, if everyone else wins, that are 4-2 in the West. So that's crazy. Like 2 people will be 4-2, or potentially will be 4-2, and they're not in the top 6.
And I'm like, I could maybe sneak in the playoffs. I'm 2-4.
Yeah, 100%, Tom. So, like I said, the East, they've I don't want to say got lucky, but it's a little bit easier, I think, to get in the finals on the East side. Like I said, the West side at the moment with the 4-2s floating around, it's going to be tight.
It's gonna be real tight.
Can I ask you guys a question that wasn't on the sheet and I just thought of? We might
Lay it
cut
on
if
us, mate.
we don't want to talk about it. But what do you think we could do to fix that for next season?
Yeah, so I think I like the
Can I
divisions.
just a mean suggestion?
Yeah.
This would be really funny and also pretty mean. But we could have, like, let's say we have the 2 divisions again and Fox and B. Haney. We could have them draft the people they want in their division. So it's like they would like. I feel like that would be mean to the people who were drafted
Maybe,
first, though. Like, I definitely want him in my division. You know?
maybe that should be like a season 3.A or something like that, where we have a little fun league or whatever, and or even if it's like the 2 champions, not the 2 champions, sorry, the 2 finalists get to pick. Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be
that'd be
fun.
cool. Yeah, if the finalists get to pick. But do you guys have any good suggestions? Because I don't. My mean suggestion was just funny to me.
I don't know.
Uh,
I think it'll end up evening out. I mean, this is a bunch of people's first time in the draft league. I mean, I definitely chose Mons. I had very specific things I wanted to hit when I was getting drafted. Like I wanted redirection was at the top of my list, as well as something like you were talking about earlier, Jade. Something with a huge either attack or special attack that I could proc, which was Metagross again for me. So I think going into next season, I think most of these people will stick around. That they're going to start to
I hope
do
so.
some different strats, and I think it'll even itself out in the long run.
I hope so too. That'd be awesome if everyone
yeah,
sticks
so
around. I love all the competitors.
yeah, I think they were talking about trying to expand it even more, which is crazy awesome. Obviously, like I said, like I'm spewing that they expanded this much because the new guys in this season are like cleaning house.
Oh yeah.
Like I got my ass kicked by Pops. Oof. Fuck, that was a ass woman. But yeah, no, I think it'll be a little bit rough for if someone got say 5-2, or not 5-2, yeah, 6-2. If the west side keeps winning, and there's somebody who's 6-2 that misses out, but there's someone on 4-4 over on the east
Yeah,
that
4
gets
and
in.
5 sneaked in on tiebreaker.
Yeah.
That's Seattle, the 8th seed that was like 7 and 9 back in the day.
Yeah. So that's something I think for season 4 that Fox and Behani can look at, or even get like a coach's poll.
Yeah.
I think having the divisions is good, but just having a table like the power rankings.
Actual standing.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
having
I love that.
like the power rankings is the actual table rather than having the 2 divisions. Because I was looking at it earlier, and the fact is I can't play say Pops in the final because I think how they've got it is all the Wests are going to be in the same bracket side of things for the finals, rather than potentially the 2 best teams go at it at the final.
Mm-hmm.
Which
It's going to be the best in the West versus the best in the East.
yeah,
So
which again, like I said, if you look at the actual the standings, just like not trying to be rude,
No,
The-
please don't. You're not being rude. It's the facts. Facts are facts.
The records show that the West side is better at the moment, and the fact that there won't be, or potentially won't be, two West sides in the final is a little bit rough. I get having one of each, but at the end of the day, you want the best two players going at it for the title, not just the best of each division.
Yeah,
I think
I didn't even
anyway,
really think of that too much because I just had my head in the clouds, enjoying having fun with this. Yeah, that's a great
100%.
point.
100%. Like I said, I agree. There's no drama, no issue with it, how it is.
Yeah.
But just a bit of feedback in regards to
No,
it,
because
I guess.
I asked a question too. I brought up the topic. I knew we were going to have hard hitting answers, and I love your answer too, actually, because that's how my fantasy football league did it actually. Because we had the same thing. I snuck, and I actually won the league after sneaking into the playoffs with a losing record, being on the
Attaboy,
easier
Tom.
division, and I won a bunch of money in my fantasy football league. And then the next year, I'm the commissioner too, so I was like, all right, guys, do you want me to change it to like we do the top 6 or top? Yeah, I think it was top 6 out of 12. Make it.
Yeah.
Top 2 get a bye, and then we do it that way.
Yeah, so I like the divisions in like a division rivalry, but at the end of the day, like after the main season, then just merge that shit together. Record stand as record stands, and that's how they are. The seeds,
How it
not
shakes
two
out,
first seeds. Yeah, not two first seeds. It's first and second seed, etc., etc. I think that would be a better format, but again, like
I
I
would
said,
love to see Fox and Haney turn into the NCAA and just become like a corrupt organization, and the power rankings, like the opinion based, is the standings. I would love that actually.
Tom's imagining.
No, but think about it, because the power rankings are pretty opinionated by Fox. He picks who he thinks is the best.
Yeah.
But I agree with that though. So that's what the NCAA does too. They just take who they think the best at the end of the season, So I would actually be down for that for next season if we're throwing that out there. That'd be fun. But Fox, that would take up a lot of time. This is fun little thought bubble. When's the trade deadline? Do you guys know? It's coming up.
Yeah, I think it's like for me, it's like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
So, and you're not going to make any trades? Are you thinking about any?
I probably won't.
Probably won't.
But yeah, like I said, I guess I have a more thorough look, but
I think I
don't think so.
I think I'm gonna make 4 crazy ones a minute before the deadline ends.
Is there anything you can tell us about it before you make them? If like
not a chance.
Yeah.
A minute before the deadline ends, so no one else can pick them up.
I mean, no one can pick them up now if you make it.
That's pretty true.
No,
most people have already traded away their stuff.
Doesn't want people to pick up the Pokemon he's dropping.
Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sneaky.
I wonder if Cox and Haney will let you schedule them.
I don't know about that.
I want to schedule a trade for 1 minute prior to the deadline. And then if someone else trades for that Pokemon, you can't get it. Oh God, that would be so cool. That would lead to chaos and confusion, which I love. Yeah. And Haney dropped Metagross recently, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that was.
Yeah, I wish I had a trade to pick that thing up.
Can't you still pick it up, Tom? Or you done all your
No, I
trades?
used all my. I'm impulsive as. I'm so impulsive. I'd use all my trades in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I did. My trades didn't last past week too. Once I saw Indeedee female dropped, I was like, done and done. Indeedee female, you're mine, and I'm actually quite happy about that because I love the Indeedee female Hattering combo I got going with the Rillaboom and the Colossal, and I'm a fan of Inteleon. My Sceptile didn't work out.
Have you bought Rillaboom?
5 times, 4 kills.
Oh, really?
But I didn't use it 2 of the times.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it says appearances 5, but I don't think I used it 2 of them. Just because I was like, I just want to use it to scare them off.
Yeah, I get you.
And then I got to bring a Rangaroo because I like to use every Pokemon at least once. I wanted it so bad on draft night. I thought if I got into Trick Room and did some Instruct shit, it'd be fun. But then I didn't really get how Instruct worked. So, you know,
Oh my
I
god, that was
couldn't.
probably one of the
So
funniest clips from that night. Huh? I want to do a ring
yeah,
group. Tom, no, I did it. It's in.
And then Drifloon got drafted next, and I'm looking at my team and I'm like, oh, Rillaboom Drifloon could have been elite.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, but
this
Henny
is my
used that so
second
well.
draft. This is my second draft, and it was a hell of a lot of fun doing it. The draft night show with you guys too. I definitely want to do that next year too. You know, or I keep
Next
saying
season.
next year, next season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You need to
whenever it
stay away
is.
from Cole next season, though, mate.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I can. I have a problem.
Yeah.
I have a problem. I'm a little too loyal to the thing, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Every
like,
team I build has a Cole.
It's so like it's when you know it's coming, it's a little bit easier to prep for.
So that's why I haven't been bringing it a lot, but I still have 11 kills with it.
Yeah.
But my record ain't great. So I do got to adjust. I think I got to let it. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I think I got to let Cole stay on the bench. But that means I can't use Inteleon, which is one of my favorite Pokemon too. Because the best way to use Inteleon, I feel like, is next to Cole.
Tom. No. You use Soak and Teleon, G-Max Rillaboom.
Yeah. Boom goes the Dynamite.
Boom. Rillaboom
Boom.
goes boom.
Boom.
Dynamax,
I love it.
Miracle Seed.
Off of the Woodhammer.
No, off a Grassy Glide. They're the same base at the max. So you don't need Woodhammer.
Are they really? That's good to know.
Yeah. I think
I
with the
thought all the
G-Max...
140. Yeah, I got to
No, with
start
the
G-Max.
Yeah, with the G-Max moves, all the grass moves, I think even if you use like Absorb, it goes to 140.
Let's go. Yeah, so watch out, Behaney. I'm coming for you next on Wednesday.
Yeah. So can Teleon.
I love doing that too. I actually did that early season 1 before it got the grassy surge
Yeah.
because I was running it with Woodhammer to stop Laprases.
Yeah, so I tried to do that too. But everyone I talked to about was like, just wait until it gets its ability. Its hidden ability.
Yeah, I
It'll
was
be
like,
even...
I didn't have any Pokemon friends at that point.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. I didn't either until again I played in Jin's tournament and got my ass whooped by Night Guard. And then I started to talk to him and I can't remember how I got into it. I think Brenty. I think I talked to Brenty about getting into... I heard that he was doing the draft league and I talked to him and got slid in, and because I'm a cool bloke, but Henny loved me as well.
Nice.
oh, dude, wait, can you tell us a little bit about how you found the league exactly and how the league found you?
Yeah, so like I was just saying, I played in Jin's tournament and I started talking to... I don't know how I found out about the actual draft league, but in season 1, I don't know if you guys know him, Brenty. He was in here and...
Season 1 competitor, and I was watching. I like the Cybertron Road to Rank videos. Shout out Cybertron. And I like those videos sometimes when I'm like, before I go to sleep, I just want something on in the background while I'm doing something, cleaning my room or something. Have the Pokemon battles on in the background. And Bwenti made a team he was using. So I was like, oh,
Yeah,
how
that's
do I
pretty
know that
cool.
name again?
Yeah.
Oh, season 1. So like that's such a cool correlation. So this guy's not a bad, like he's no joke of a competitor either.
Yeah.
He's a
In, I
real good
think,
competitor.
PC3, I think he beat Edo 2-0 as well, 2-0. So, but yeah, I messaged him and he was like, I think we're full, but we might have a spot. And then yeah, I slid in there and I was like, shit, yeah. And then, obviously, like I said, I did pretty well. I got my ass handed. Well, I lost to a crit in my first match against Dragonfly. He's still in this Discord, but he's not a coach at the moment. And then I started talking to Fox a bit about team building, and Fox reached out about team building with me, and yeah, like I said, I just built everything up, and like the friendships there, and then I played Jolt, and like I said, Jolt's the most improved player I think in the league.
I completely agree.
I wiped the floor with him, and I messaged him about helping him team build as well, and then the following week I think I helped him, and he just if you haven't seen it, watch Caleb v Jolt in season 1. It is so fucking funny, and
I think you guys sent the video a while ago, and I did watch it.
Yeah, like Caleb, fuck, I love watching Caleb. He's so funny. But yeah, I helped Jolt, and like I said, I just built their friendships through Pokemon, and yeah, I don't know. It's
awesome.
like I said, I genuinely believe it's the best draft league community around. I haven't been in too many, but I'm in a few single. But no other league helps each other out as much as we do here. And I think that's something that Beheni and Fox noticed with me. Like I said, I'm super easy to get along with, and I just don't give a shit about anything. So like just casual, and I'm always up for a joke. So yeah, I think in season 1, I think Beheni lost to Snom on a unlucky hydro cannon miss, and I was like, I sent him a message like, "Damn man, sorry mate, don't worry, you'll get 4-0, 4-0 next week." And I think he thought I was like having a dig at him, that he's going to get 4-0 2 games, and he was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then he had his match, and he 4-0 the guy for the next one, and I was like, "I told you, brother," and he's like, "Oh, I get you now." I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then
That's
the guy
really
quit. Yeah, so but yeah, like I said, I don't know, chat to the guys. Like I said, I think even with you, Tom, like I said, I joke around too much. You were like, "Oh, I need to get an item for my wheezing." And I was like, "What do you need, brother? I've got it for you." And you're like, "Oh, sneaky, trying to get it in." And then obviously the fucking ally switch. Oh, I just joke around about that as well.
Yeah, I love it though. I absolutely love it.
I got it back on Fox as well, the bastard. The ally switched.
Oh yeah, that was
bopped him with it.
Perfect call. Perfect call.
I did. Like I told him afterwards, I wasn't even like trying to hit the Corviknight. There was no reason for me to hit the Corviknight, and he goes, "Yeah, there's no reason for me to ally switch there at all." So fucking serves himself right for ally switching. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I get the foot in the door, and cause my personality, just when you look like me, mate, you've got to have something going for you. So, oh, Tyros, I think Tom's got to help his ma.
Yeah, no, she just walked in. I just had she didn't need help carrying anything in. But whew, dude, this is awesome. So we went for around 40 minutes already.
Yeah. Do you have anything else for us, Jade?
Yeah. No, like I said, just shout out to you guys. Like I said, I've done it a few times in Discord, but like I genuinely can't say it enough. You both are bringing some excitement to the league as well. Obviously, like I said, Fox and Beheni, they got their lives going on. Like Fox has just had a kid. Beheni's I think he's doing school and recovering, or rehabbing. So
an injury.
So he's got his shit to do, and they're doing like a cracker of a job, and then you guys are obviously chipping in as well and doing all that. And I think shout out to, is it Little Smurf, who's trying to G up all the fun tournaments on the weekends. And
I missed.
Yeah, and Snom as well. Like Snom's really kicked up a gear in this season as well. He's posting all the Twitch things and helping out as well.
He's been
So
awesome this year. He's been so awesome helping out. Like
yeah,
when I go to the Now Streaming and see he posted it before I could even get there, it's like thank you. Like I actually really appreciate that.
yeah.
You know.
So again, like I said, I think that yeah, Fox and Beheni could give you guys a title on Discord or something like that. Like I don't know, co-creators or I don't know, something like that.
No,
Just something to make
I
you a
don't
little
want
bit
any
different. And no responsibility. Just like a title. Just a title. Just to
a title with no
things.
responsibility is great.
No. But no, like I said, it's fantastic having, like I said, you like the four of yous on the recap show. I don't get to because of my work schedule and the time zones. I don't get to watch it live, and sometimes I miss out because again, I've got a young
Dude, they're
family.
long too.
Yeah. I got a young family, so I don't exactly have the time to, you know,
Yep.
sit down and watch them all with work and try not to miss out time with them. So, but I do catch
Exactly.
snippets of them, and obviously I skip to the important ones about the Canberra and Charmanders. But
I think
yeah,
a lot
like
of
I said,
people do. We appreciate that, man.
yeah, even Koji, like I said, he stepped up. I think last week before or whatever to continue it on and did a cracker job just by himself. I think it was as well. So. And like a big shout out to you guys for streaming it as well. It's not quite as fun when it's not in streams. So I know a couple of times when Beheni's free, and I had a couple of leagues, a couple of matches in before. I've Discord videoed him and showed him and whatnot. It's a little bit more fun. I know that I tried to videotape my matches, but I don't know. I can't upload them to Discord, so I was like, okay, well, screw that then. But
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, shout out massively to all you guys for streaming as well.
Yeah, shout out everyone in the league that streams. If you can't stream, we get it, man. Because I couldn't stream at first too. I tried to film them on Periscope, which was a lot of fun. But then like I kept getting notifications. Periscope's going away in March. So then I was like, you know what? Let me buy the $13 capture card. And yeah, that's what I
Man,
found. So anyone wants a $13 capture card, I found one on Walmart. Haney sent it to me. So that's how I found it. So if you need one, we could send
it
it to
doesn't
you.
matter what you got as long as it works. It's all good.
Exactly. And we appreciate all the streamers, man, because it's been a lot of fun watching all the matches. I'm actually going to catch up on, because I had family in town yesterday. So I'm going to catch up on all the matches today now after this. Because we had 6 matches yesterday, including mine at noon, which was awesome. Yama kicked my ass. That critical hit, I was so like, of course, because the sucker punch got a critical hit at the end. And without the critical hit, I survive. Icy went double KOs. We go to game 3. But it's all a roll of the dice. Same thing
Yeah,
with week 1.
100%. Yeah, like Tyros got super unlucky with the protect and then the fucking max guard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
So it just sucks sometimes. The RG, the roll of the dice.
Yep.
You know, because get me to game 3. Let me get another game against United. Let me get another game against Yama. And who knows what our records are? But
yeah, that's
you
it.
miss Heat Wave,
That's the thing.
you get the crit. So and those are So wait, who was before we end this? If you got time, who was your toughest battle so far after 6 weeks?
See, like I said, the Pops kicked my ass. Like
Yeah,
Pops kicked. Like I'm filthy on it because I don't understand. Like looking back at it now, he looks like he knows what's going on, and that Tapu Fini does nothing to a 10 growth. Like even at +2, if I'm max, it like max fairy, I think done like 60% to a 10 growth, which is again it works. So fucking hats off to him. But
you got an answer if you got to see each other in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he asked me
he-
to do a little prep with him for that match, and
Yeah.
he goes, "What do you think?" I was like, "Listen, man, I think you're fine. No one's gonna be looking for a physical Finney out here,
Yeah, 100%.
Max." And
Yeah. So again, like I said, I don't have intimidate, so it was a good bring on him. But yeah, and like I said, Jolt, the matchup with Jolt was like I struggled. Like at that point, I had like when I was building for Jolt, like I said, I was filthy at the match with Pops. So my confidence was so fucking low. And building against Jolt, I was like the matchup was fucking horrid. And again, Jolt kicked my ass. Hats off to Jolt again. Like I said, kicked my ass, and it is what it is. But Alpaca I felt strong against. Yama again felt strong against. Baheni and Fox. I think game 3, if they do a different a move against instead of something, I think if Baheni airstreams instead of Max Quakes, then he wins. I think Fox had a chance to win as well. I got some good protects on there. I think, like I said, I feel like my schedule's been like super hard the first 6 weeks.
It
So
sounds like look at the schedule of your opponents.
Yeah.
Fox is what 3 Fox is 4-2. Pops is 5-1. Yama's 4-2. You know,
and Jolt's, I think Jolt's 4-2. So
he's 3-2 right now in the standings. I'm looking at unless it's not updated because I missed out on yesterday. So if he won yesterday, everyone you played is 4-2 except Behaney.
Yeah, and Behaney's the current champ. So yeah, again, it's like I don't want to toot my own horn too much.
That might be the toughest.
Yeah, like I said, I don't want to toot my horn too much, but I feel like, if I make the finals, I've fucking well and truly earned it. So
yeah, if anyone makes the finals, they earned it. But especially with the schedule you got,
100%.
who's next to your opponents?
So I've got Andrew,
Arcanine Wolf.
Arcanine, yeah. I've got I think Tank. I think
Ooh, that's a tough one too.
Playing Tank, and I can't recall who the last one is. I think it's the East matchup. I don't know if Tank's in East or West, but I think it's
Tank's in West Coast. He's in LA.
Yeah,
I actually met him when I was in LA.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like that's fucking jealous, Tom. I want you to come to Australia so we can hang out.
Oh yeah, I want to meet everyone. You got Koji, who's a tough opponent.
Yeah, Koji as well. So, yeah, like I said,
that's all before the playoffs.
Yeah, that's it. And then you go to the playoffs and you're playing the big boys as well.
So
God, people have got forms
and this is a fun season.
Yeah, it's gonna if you make the playoffs, you're a cracker of a player, and if you win the whole shebang, then you've really got a pin on your chest, and Baheni better be setting out that Dragonite bloody 3D trophy.
Yeah, the 3D printed trophy. He said he's not making one for himself. I said that's a shame. You should definitely make one for yourself.
Yeah, 100%. I'm sure Baheni would love a Lando or a Togekiss or a Grimmsnarl.
Yeah.
So.
And we went a bit long, so we went 5 minutes more than I wanted to. But I loved having you here, and I know we got to get. What time is it over there right now?
5:20 a.m. So I'm currently sitting outside in it's like about 2 degrees at the moment.
What?
Sitting outside in about 2 degrees because I want to be inside. Everyone's sleeping still, so.
So, dude, get back inside. We appreciate this so much. It's 3:20 p.m. our time. We started this at 2:30. So, if you got this long into the video, the recording, thank you so much for watching.
Cheers to you. Yeah.
Jade, thank you so much for coming on because this was so much fun. I feel like we could talk to you for another hour, but I don't want to take up too much.
I'm like, I've got to go to work and start whenever. But I'm just
Start your
sitting back
day.
here like, yeah, let's just fucking chat.
Oh, it's Monday for you.
Yeah, it's Monday. Yep.
Oh my God. I just realized that. It's Sunday for me. That's all right.
Mm.
So, dude, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate
No worries, guys.
Tyros. Thank you so much too for everything you do. You got any last words?
Nope. Thanks for coming on, Jade. It's been great having us. Always good to chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I thoroughly enjoy chatting to you lads.